Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to make another video to go with the DoorDash playlist that I'm starting on my channel. I wanted this video to be about 2 weeks in the life of a DoorDash driver. So the average paycheck comes every 2 weeks, and I wanted to show realistically how much you can make doing DoorDash for 2 weeks in Denver, and just kind of break down day by day what my numbers were and how much I ended up making after you take out gas and how much it averages out per hour. So I wrote down a whole bunch of stuff here, my delivery totals and times every day. So we'll start with April 22nd through 4/28. DoorDash pay period basically runs from Sunday through Sunday, and then you get paid on Monday. Every single week you get paid, but for, like I said, the sake of this video, I wanted to have 2 weeks of data to just show you a comparison, so you can see if it's something you can rely on or not. And I currently do DoorDash, I would say, I average 30 hours per week, so I don't really know if you'd call that full-time, but I don't have another job besides just doing DoorDash. I'm also 23 weeks pregnant doing this job, and I actually chose to do it over my job that I had before, where I was a dispatcher at a call center. I worked 3 12-hour shifts, and I made $15 an hour after tax. It came out to about $12.22 an hour. I found that since I've been doing DoorDash more, it's been helping a lot with my mood. It's been helping a lot with maintaining my weight throughout this pregnancy, and it just makes me feel a lot better than sitting down for such a long amount of time. But let's see if I make the same or not. So for the week 4/22 through 4/28, so 4/22 I actually took that day off, which would be a Monday. I picked it back up again on Tuesday, and I worked just 2 hours that day. I had what's called a drive order. So a drive order is basically a large catering order. I only do ones that I know I can manage, or I will schedule them on a day that my husband is not working so he can help me as well. So I just had that one drive order that was $28, and then I had 2 other deliveries. So my total for the 2 hours that day was $38.17. Not too shabby for 2 hours of your time. And then I also took Wednesday off. So I didn't do anything that day. And then 4/25 Thursday, I worked from 10:52 a.m. until 6:23 p.m. So roughly 7.5 hours. I did do another drive order. I did that one on my own. It wasn't a huge order. It was $22 for just that order. And on top of that, I had 11 deliveries, and I made $93.90 in 7.5 hours. And then on Friday, the 26th, I worked from 1:35 p.m. to 6:47 p.m. for 5 hours approximately. I had 8 deliveries, and I made $59.43. And then Saturday, I worked, that's the 27th, I worked from 12:11 p.m. to 7:10 p.m. So that chunk was actually, and then I also worked 9:30 p.m. to 10:15 p.m. So altogether about 7 hours and 45 minutes. I made $86.29, and I had 13 deliveries. And then finally I worked on Sunday the 28th. I worked from 11:30 to 7:30, and I made $169.46 in 8 hours, and I had 17 deliveries. Sunday was kind of an anomaly for me. I had picked up an order. It was at Outback Steakhouse, and it was like steaks and lobsters, and it was like a $300 order. and the DoorDash quoted me for that order like $12 that they were gonna pay me, and then when I swiped to deliver the food, the actual person who ordered the food tipped me $60 on top of it, which was awesome. So my total for that week was $459. And at my other job, I would make around like $412 a week. And I'll be honest with you, I wasn't going to every single shift, or I was going in late. I just found it really hard for me to actually go and do that job. So realistically, my average check was like, or by week, it was like $300 that I was making. So I definitely exceeded that. I set a goal for myself to make at least $450, and I made $459. So what that breaks down to, I worked 30 hours. That breaks down to $15.14 an hour, $8.66 per order. And if you take out gas, so each day that I did DoorDash, I usually put in $20 worth of gas. So if you take out that, your total comes out to $11.84 per hour after you factor in gas. And that was for last week. And then this week, from April 29th to May 5th, I had the same goal, $450 for the week. On Monday, I like broke it up a couple times. I think it was, I was just trying to get in extra orders to make my week easier. So I worked from 11:19 a.m. to 1:07 p.m. for 2 hours, and then 3:50 p.m. to 4:23 p.m. for 30 minutes. And I made $44 or $45, and I had 5 deliveries. And then on Wednesday, or I took Tuesday off. I worked on Wednesday the 1st from 10:17 a.m. to 11:45 for 1.5 hours because I had a drive order, and I made $25.95 on that order. And later that evening, I worked for 2.5 hours from 6 p.m. to 8:31 and made $40.17 and had 6 deliveries. So on Thursday the 2nd, I worked from 10:44 a.m. to 5:53 p.m., so approximately 7 hours, and I made $99.87. I had 10 deliveries and a drive order. On Friday, I worked from 11:06 to 5:50 p.m., approximately 7 hours, and I made $94.33, and I had 10 deliveries. Saturday was kind of a rough day. It was slower than usual. Not really sure why, but it was pretty slow. I worked from 11:15 to 2:03. So that was like a 3-hour block, and I made $32.88, and I had 5 deliveries. Started again at 2:30 to 6:57, so another 3 hours and 45 minutes, and I made, let's see, $54, and I had 8 deliveries. So I still ended up at around $90 for Saturday. It just took a little bit longer to get there. And Sunday, I worked from 1:30 to 4:30, just 3 hours, and I had 6 deliveries, and I made $37.26. So I ended up, my total for that week was $440.37. I felt like because I had made the $9 before the previous week that I had already hit my goal for this week, and I was just kind of over it. On Sunday, I wasn't getting great orders. They were sending me far away for not very good pay, so I only did it for 3 hours and said the heck with it, I'm just gonna chillax. So again, I made $440.37. I worked 30 hours, about $14.67 an hour. I had a total of 54 deliveries, so it broke down to $8.15 per order. And after gas, $11.33 per hour. So between these past 2 weeks, I made, let me see, I should be able to do this math in my head, but I'm pregnant and I can't. So The baby is using all of my brain power. So 440.37 plus 450, 459. So I made $899.37 in 2 weeks. And if you want to get real about it and take out gas, we'll just take off 200. So rounding it up or whatever, it's $699.37 for 2 weeks. For every, that's about $1,398 a month. And I could do this more and make more money, especially because I usually work in the middle of the day, like 11 to 7, which is when my husband works. But there's opportunities to work up until 2 a.m. And if I were to do that a couple of times a week, I could easily make more money. But right now this is totally fine. This is easily comparable to what I was making at my other job. And I just feel better doing it, so it's my personal preference. But for these 2 weeks, that's what I've made. And I just wanted to share that so people know that it is possible to make a decent amount of money, a livable wage doing DoorDash. Obviously, we have 2 incomes, so if I was on my own, I mean, I would still probably choose to do it because I feel like there is an opportunity to make decent money doing this, and you set your own hours, which is the greatest part of it all. Especially once we have this baby, I want to be able to go and do it when my husband is home and able to take care of the baby. I can do it in the evenings after the baby and him are home sleeping, whatever. It just is more flexible than me having to say, yes, I can commit to a 12-hour shift overnight, whatever. It's just, I didn't see that working out for me personally. But that is all for this vlog, or whatever you want to call it. I just wanted to share a realistic every 2 week paycheck with DoorDash in Denver. So if you like this video, let me know, like and subscribe to my channel for more. I do plan on doing these every 2 weeks just to compare and just get an idea. Like, the next one will probably just be an overview of what I made for the month. Because I'm curious myself too. Like, this is something I'm newly started doing full time, and I honestly want to know if it's worth it or not. And so far, I enjoy it. 30 hours a week is not hard for me to do right now. So, if you have any questions or concerns or comments, feel free to leave those down below as well. If anybody's interested in doing DoorDash in Denver, then I can leave my referral code down below. It just helps you make extra money and me make extra money if you complete a certain amount of deliveries. I'm not like, I don't think you can be sponsored by DoorDash, but I'm not, if you can be. I'm just sharing my experience with it. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day.